Hello and welcome to our YouTube channel. Today I'm going to explain what is list and how to create list in Python. A list in Python is a data structure that represents a collection of items and that items are ordered and mutable. That means each item have their own place in the list and we can change according to our need. A list contains elements of different data types. It can be string, integer, float, or even other list. Lists are defined using square brackets in Python and each element is separated by comma. As we got to know that list is an ordered and mutable collection of data, that means we can do different operations like indexing, slicing, removing, appending operations, and that help us to manage the data in Python easily. So let's go and check what are the different methods to create a list in Python. Python provides three different methods to create a list. First one is using square bracket, second one is list typecasting, and third one is list comprehension. Now let's see some examples of these all methods. We have also written an article on this topic. I will be using this article for the reference purpose during my video and I will drop the link in the description box. So using first square bracket. So let me take this example and make you understand what we are doing. So in this example, I have created different kind of list. So let me introduce all of them. So in the first case, I have created an empty list using square bracket. I have just provided a square bracket to a variable and I will also show what is the type of this my list to confirm that whether it is a list or not. In the second case, I have created a list of numbers. So within the square bracket, I have put three different integers. And here also I will print the type to confirm. In the third example, I have created a list with different data types. I have put integers, strings, float, or even Boolean value. We can even put a list inside a list, and I will put just one inside it. And let's check whether this is a list or not with the help of type function. In the third one, I have created a list with duplicate elements as well. So if you can see, Old Navy is repeated two times and a list can allow us to create a collection of data which can have duplicate values as well. And the third one, we have created a list of strings. So let me run this code and check for all of it. So in the first case, the case one output, it is a class list, if you can say. So it is an empty list as well. In the second, I'm printing the price as well and then the type. So we got our list of numbers and it also says it belongs to class list. In the third one, where the different data types were present and even I have added another list inside it, still it says it is a class list. A list with duplicate values, if you can see. So here also the duplicate values remain at their position as the list elements are indexed in the position. So again, or nothing is removed and we get answer as a class list. And the list of strings also belongs to class list. I hope you understood that how we are using the square bracket to create a list. Let's take another example and understand another method to create a list. So in this example, we are using list typecasting. List typecasting is a built-in method provided by Python to create a list. If we have a iterable, we can easily create a list out of it. We just have to write a list, then parentheses, and we have to provide the name of the variable which contain that iterable. And to confirm whether it is getting converted into a list or not, we have also used type function. So let's just run and check. If you can see, each word from the name variable is now an element of a list and we got class list. If you just put one and then check, you will get type error because int object is not iterable. So for making it a list, we need to put a iterable items, and a string in Python is an iterable items. So when we put a James and run this code, we get a list. We can we can put any other kind of iterable and then convert it into a list. I hope you understood this example as well. Let's take another example and try to understand the third method, list comprehension. How list comprehension is used to create a list in Python. A list comprehension is a concise way of creating a list in Python. It it is nothing but a combination of loop and conditional statements in a single line. So what we do when we have a iterable, as I have taken a list only, and in the list comprehension, what we do for x in fruits, like each element is represented at x in fruits variable. If a is present in x, if there is a in x, then it this list will take that element only. So if you run this code, you will get that each element, apple, banana, and mango, only get printed because they only have A in it, not cherry and kiwi. So if you don't want to provide any conditions, you can just write this and run. The same list you will get. Even if you don't provide a list and just write a string, as we need to give a iterable, and again if I write James only, you will get that each element of the strings get into the list. And if I let's check with the integer whether it get printed or not. As you got it, for loop we need a iterable to iterate on. A int object is not an iterable, and that's why a list is not getting created. I hope you understood this example as well. So let's take another example and learn what is nested list in Python. So in this example, using square brackets, we have created a list that contains another list. And this list of lists is called nested list in Python. So if you access one element and again type the type of country, this will print the first element type. Like if you print this thing, print country one, then you should get this whole list. And to confirm that this is a list, we are typing the type as well. So if I will run this code, you will get this. The first two statement is the first list of list or the nested list. We are printing that country and type. In the second case, we are printing the first indexed value of this list. So indexing starts from 0. So USA, which is a single element, is at 0th index, and at the first index, this list of states are present. So if we access the first index element, we will get the first list that is present in our nested list. This is California, Texas, and Florida. And if you type the type of the first element, that is also a list. And hence it proves that the outer thing is also a list and the inner thing inside the list is also a list. And the list of list in Python is called nested list. I hope you understood what is list in Python is. So let me tell you what is scalar, vector, and matrices in Python. A scalar, vector, and matrices are generally represented as an array, and which comes from another module, that is NumPy. But for example of a list, when we want to create a scalar or a vector or a matrix in Python, what is scalar? A scalar is nothing is but a single value such as integer or float inside a square bracket in Python. We can represent a scalar value using a single element list, and that can be like if I print lst, which represents a list, and we provide our square bracket with 1, this is a scalar value. What is vector? A vector is a one-dimensional array of square value. So if we write a vector and we provide 1 comma 2 comma 3, this is a vector value in list. That means one-dimensional array of scalar values is vector. And what is matrix? So matrix is nothing but a 2D array of scalar values arranged in row and columns. So when we create a list that contains another list like 1, 2, 3, and then it contains another list 4, 5, 6. This is matrix in Python, but it can also be represented using NumPy arrays. But for that, we need to learn more. Till now, we can create a scalar value. I should change this name to a scalar so that it is easily understandable. And you can see a single unit is called scalar. A 1D array of that scalar value is called vector, and a 2D array with rows and columns is called matrix in Python. I hope you understood all the methods that I have used to create a list, and what is scalar, vector, and matrices in Python as well, and what is nested list or list of lists in Python. So thank you for watching this video. I hope you like this video. Please like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Python Guides. And don't forget to hit the bell icon so that you never miss an update. Thank you.